guys. I hope you're doing all right and that you're still managing to keep nice and warm and safe in this rainy, dreary weather. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos so far. Again, just shout us if there's anything you'd like me to incorporate. Alright, so today we're going to need a towel if you don't have a TheraBand or resistance band, but if you do have resistance or TheraBands, please grab those as we're going to incorporate that into today's session. We're going to focus a little bit more on getting a little bit of flexibility going inside those in the hamstrings and the hips, and a little bit of abdominal work as well. Alright, so let's get started. So we're going to lay back down on the floor as we have started in previous sessions. And now I want you to grab your towel or TheraBand. So I do have TheraBands, but I've decided to use a towel just to help demonstrate for those that don't have TheraBands at home. Alright, so we're going to start with our feet roughly a fist distance apart. We're going to have our feet relatively close to our bodies. We're going to be in our neutral pelvis, which means our hip bones and pubic bone are parallel to the floor. And we're going to have our ribs laced, so that last rib is pressing down into the mat for me. Alright, we're going to grab our towel or TheraBand, have a little bit of slack between, and have the arms at shoulder height and shoulder width apart as well. We're going to do a pelvic curl and bring the arms down at the same time to offer some resistance to the pelvis and to give the arms a little bit of work. Alright, so we're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, scoop the navel, tuck the pelvis, lifting up one vertebra at a time, and then bringing the arms down and pull the pelvis, the towel into the pelvis. So we get the legs and glutes working a little bit more, and we've got the arms working nicely. Then we inhale here, exhale, sinking in the chest, rolling down through the spine, as we lift those arms back up to hip height. Alright, and let's go again. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, we scoop the navel in with the abdominals. Tuck that pelvis underneath you. Engage the legs as you lift up one vertebra at a time. Keep the shoulders low as you bring the arms down. Tuck that pelvis even more as you pull with those arms. Actively bring those arms down. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, start sinking in the chest. Keep tucking that pelvis underneath you as you gently roll down and lift the arms back up to shoulder height. Very nice. Let's go for number 2. Inhaling to prepare. Exhale, scooping, tucking, lifting the pelvis off the floor, lowering the arms down, and we pull the arms towards the floor. To get that arm work, keep the shoulders low out of the ears. Inhaling, exhale, sinking in that chest, rolling down through each vertebra, bringing the arms back up to shoulder height and return to that neutral pelvis. Alright, we're going to go for one more. We're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, scoop the navel, tuck the pelvis up, bringing the arms down. Good. Make sure we're still tucking beautifully in that pelvis and the ribs are still nice and laced. And we're pulling on that towel. Inhale and exhale, lowering down one vertebra at a time as we lift the towel back up. Lovely. Okay, so I want you to now grab your towel or TheraBand. I want you to make sure there's no slack now between the hands, because we're going to slightly pull on the band or the towel so that the arms are still working. We're going to exhale to lift the right leg up to tabletop. Now keeping the pelvis steady, we're going to inhale, exhale, navel in, and exhale to lift that opposite leg up, keeping that pelvis nice and steady. Beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to keep the arms in front of us. We're going to exhale to take the hips over to the left-hand side. Keep the ribs engaged and keep that towel in front of your chest. It does make it more challenging, so you'll find your range of motion is slightly limited in comparison to before, but that's perfectly all right. We're going for stability versus range of motion. We hold for our inhale and exhale to bring the legs back to center. Keep pulling lightly on your towel. And exhale, take the hips over to the right, keeping those ribs nice and laced. Hold for the inhale. And exhaling back to center. Still keeping connected under the armpits so the shoulders are low. And exhale over to the left. And still pulling on that towel nice and gently. Get those arms activated. And exhale to bring the hips back to center. And exhale over to the right. Lovely. So we're getting a bit more of a full body workout versus just abdominals. And exhaling back to center. Use those abdominals. Lovely. And one more each way. Exhale, taking the hips to the left. Keeping those knees in line with each other. Inhale to hold. Exhale, pull that navel in as we return back to center. And last one. Exhale, take the hips over to the right. Good. Hold there. And exhale, engage those abdominals coming back to center. And then we lower the right leg down. And we lower the left leg down. Very nice. We're now going to grab our head with our towels. All right, so the towel is going to be our hands. So have the head resting beautifully in the towel and keep those shoulders low for me. All right, so we're going to lay the head back down once the towel is behind our heads. In our neutral pelvis, we're going to inhale, exhale, nod the chin first, and then pull the ribs down to get the height. Now make sure the head is still resting in your towel. Hold for your inhale. And exhale to lower back down one vertebra at a time. Good. Focus very nicely on those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, lifting up. Keep the shoulders low. Connect under those armpits. Head resting in your towel. Inhale to hold. And exhale to lower back down. Very nice. We're going to do two more. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Lifting up, shoulders low, head resting in the hands, neck relaxed. Inhale and exhale to lower back down. Beautiful. And we're going to go for one more. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, nod the chin first. Shoulders low, ribs to hips, pelvis in neutral. Hold for your inhale and exhale to lower down one vertebra at a time. Lovely. We can now take the towel out from behind us. We're now going to lengthen our right leg up to the ceiling and put our foot in the towel. Okay, so I want you to now have the elbows bent and keep the shoulders low and out of the ear and have the leg as straight as you can. If your hamstrings are too tight to have the leg straight, have it slightly bent. All right, we're going to now inhale to prepare. We're going to do our chest lift. So exhale to nod your chin to your chest. Now lower the leg down towards the floor. Let the arms straighten if you have a towel, because there's no flexibility in your towel. And now we push the foot into the towel as we lower the leg down and lift the body up. And we come all the way up, gently lowering the foot onto the floor. Bend your elbows and straighten your spine. Again, if your hamstrings are too tight, keep your legs slightly bent. We want to prioritize our straight spine. We hold here for our inhale, and now we exhale to curl the spine. Start with the pelvis. As we start lowering the upper body, we lift the leg up. Still push that foot into the leg. Pull on that towel to help you control yourself. As you lower down one vertebra at a time, shoulders low, and then straightening the arms as we lower the head back down. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, nod your chin first. Start bending the elbows. Press the foot into the towel as you start lowering the leg and lifting the body up. This is quite an arm workout as well as the abdominals. Once your foot is on the floor, bending the elbows even more to help you get a straight spine. Pull on that towel to help you get that straight spine. Inhale there, and exhale to lower down one vertebra at a time. Very nice. Slowly, slowly, slowly. So pull on the towel, push with the foot to help control yourself down. And then we can just relax the arms and let's pull the leg across the midline to get a stretch down the outside of your right leg. And we're just going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg back to center. And now we're going to swap over. So take the left leg into your towel, right leg long and on the floor. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, nod your chin, bend your elbows as you push your foot into the towel and lower that leg. Abdominals still engaged as we control ourselves as we come up. Good. Pull on that towel as we inhale to straighten our spines. And now we exhale to scoop the navel in. Tuck the pelvis underneath you, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Push the foot into the towel. Pull with the arms to help control. Keep those shoulders low and lowering the head back down to the floor as we straighten the arms. And last one, inhale. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest, bending elbows. Push your foot into the towel as we lower that leg and lift that upper body. Good. And once the leg is down, pull on your towel to straighten that spine. Beautiful. Hold here for your inhale. And exhale, now we're curling that spine. We tuck that pelvis underneath us. Navel pulling in as we lift the foot up and off the floor. Good. Control your pace as you lower down. Lovely. And head down and straighten the arms. And now we take that leg across the midline. Feel a stretch down the left side of the outside of the left leg. All right. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we come back to center. Lovely. We can now take the foot out of the towel. We can place the towel on the floor. Bend the knees. Roll onto your left side and come up into a seated position. So I thought we could do some rotation in that spine and side flexion in a seated position today. So you can either have your legs crossed so that you can sit comfortably, or you can have the feet together and just lengthen the legs further away to avoid gripping in your hips. All right, so I'm going to be in a cross-legged position. We're going to have our arms down to the sides. We are now going to inhale to lift your right arm up, keeping your arm straight and the shoulder down low. If you're quite tight in the shoulder, you're not necessarily going to be able to bring that arm all the way next to the ear. I want you to focus on keeping that shoulder down low, so that will determine how close your hand comes to your head. All right, so shoulder low, arm long. And now we're going to exhale, bend your left elbow to keep your left shoulder out of your ear, and reach long and over for me. All right, I want you to make sure that you're grounding nicely in your right hip. So you feel like you're pulling your body in opposite directions. We hold for the inhale. Exhale, now we pull the right rib in with those abdominals to help bring the body back upright. And then we bring that arm down. Okay, so let's go over to the left side. And inhale to lift your left arm, nice and straight, shoulder low. And exhale, bend your right elbow to keep the right shoulder out of the ear. And reach long into your flexion. So lengthen out of that arm while the shoulder stays seated and grounding down through that hip. We hold for the inhale. Exhale, pull that rib down with the abdominals to restack the spine and bring that arm back down. We're going to go one more each way. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting the right arm up. Right shoulder stays low. Exhale, bending left elbow as we reach long. We want a lengthened C. Good. And ground down through the right hip. Inhale. And exhale, pull that rib in as we restack that spine and bring that arm down. Lovely. We're going to do one more on the opposite side. Inhale to lift the left arm up. I hope we're all feeling the stretch as we exhale to reach up and over. Make sure that you are flexing along a straight line. So imagine that you're stuck between two panes of glass. So we are avoiding any leaning backwards and forwards. Inhale, exhale, and pull that rib down as we restack and bring that arm back down. Lovely. All right, so now let's get some rotation. We're going to cross the top arm over the bottom arm. Actually, it doesn't matter which way. I just want you to make sure the arms are slightly below shoulder height, so we avoid working into that neck. Now we also want to make sure our pelvis stays steady, so we isolate the rotation in the spine, the upper spine. So we inhale to prepare, keep the arms in front of the chest, and exhale to rotate your upper body to the right-hand side for me. Good. Making sure the arms are still in front of the chest, and your chin is in line with your arms. You hold for the inhale and exhale to come back to center. All right, so if those knees move, it means the pelvis is moving. So make sure we stay engaged in our core to help keep that pelvis nice and steady. All right, inhaling and exhale over to the opposite side for me. Make sure you're still reaching tall through that spine, but the ribs are still nice and laced. We hold for the inhale and we exhale to come back to center. Lovely. We're going to go one more each way. We inhale and exhale. Lovely. Lengthening tall through the spine. Lower abdominals lightly engaged. And exhale to come back to center. Very nice. And we're going to go for one more. Inhaling and exhale. All the way over. Beautiful. Hold for your inhale and exhale. And we bring everything back to center. Lovely. We're going to lower those arms down for me. We're going to now just grab our towel. All right, so I'm going sideways just so that you can see what my body is doing. We want to just open up those shoulders a little bit more. So we're going to grab our towel at hip height, shoulder height in front of us. Okay, so make sure your arms are as wide as your shoulders and you have a little bit of a pull on that towel again to make sure those arms are working. And we pull those shoulders down and connect underneath the armpits. Again, make sure we have a nice straight spine. You also are welcome to stay in the position with the feet slightly lengthened out. We can open up the hips a little bit in that way. All right, so we're going to inhale to prepare. We only take the arms as high as we can keep the ribs laced. We exhale to lift the arms up and overhead. Only as high as we can, keeping our spine straight, ribs engaged. And we inhale to bring the towel back to shoulder height. And exhale to take the arms up and overhead, only as far as we can, keeping ribs laced, lengthening tall through the spine, shoulders down low. And inhale to bring it back to shoulder height. And just two more. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the arm work. And exhale, lifting arms, shoulders sinking down low. Ribs engaged, lengthen tall through that spine. Good, and inhale to bring the arms back to shoulder height. And last one, we exhale and lifting up. Good. Going as far as you can, keeping ribs engaged. You want to keep a neutral spine. So we work the core, keeping the neutral spine. And we're working those arms. Lovely, bringing that towel all the way back down for me. Very, very nice. And now we're just going to do some nice shoulder rolls just to release them a little bit. So rolling forward, lovely big rotations. Very nice. And pause to change direction. Good. Lovely. All right. Okay, so I want to just do one more thing with you, just so we can get that spine extended a little bit. So I want us to just bend the knees. We did this position in a previous lesson. So we're just going to grab behind the arms. We're going to have a nice straight spine. And now we're going to exhale, pull on the legs, pull the chest up the wall so we can get some nice back extension. Good. And we inhale just to bring everything back to center. And let's go again. Exhale to lift up. And inhale back in. Very nice. And two more. Pulling on the legs, shoulders down low. Take those shoulders back and behind you. Feel like you're trying to lift that chest up the wall. And inhale back to your centered position. And last one. Exhale, pulling and opening nice and wide for me. Lovely. And bringing everything back to center. And we can relax. Thank you so much for joining me in today's session. I hope that you felt some value, got some value from the session. I hope the body feels a little bit better, and I hope that you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll post my next video tomorrow. Bye.